This is Therapist Clubhouse, a podcast for private practice entrepreneurs. I'm Annie Schusler. Hello there. This minisode is part of a series. In each of these 6 minisodes, I'm geeking out about an aspect of business that matters. Today's rant is about embracing your superpowers and using them to grow your business. This is one of my very favorite topics, as you probably know. Leaning into my superpowers has totally changed my business. Watching the people I work with lean into their superpowers has been fantastic. It's empowered them to make much more money and do much, much better work. The more I work with people on their superpowers, the more profound I realize this work is. We're generally taught not to use our superpowers. We're taught this in a lot of aspects of our lives, in our relationships, in parenting, in being an employee, in being a boss, being an artist. We get messages every day that the ways that we're unique are suspect. We're taught in all of those areas I just named that there's a best way, there's a right way, and that's how you should be doing things. So my area of specialty is helping you with your business. As an entrepreneur, you're taught not to use your superpowers in your business. When you learn about how to set up your business, how to deliver services, and how to market, you're often told that there's a best way to do each of those things. Lots of gurus encourage you to do what they've done in order to succeed, and you learn quote unquote best practices to use in marketing. Okay, a side note here. I'm not talking about clinical best practices. Those are important. I'm talking about business. In a way, I'm guilty of this too, this guru thing, because I'm telling you that using your superpowers is the best way and the right way. But please let me off the hook with that because I do think it's different. The thing is that those marketing best practices might not work for you. They might not align with your superpowers. So even though they worked for that particular guru, they might not work for you. They might work for your colleague, but they might be a huge waste of time for you. So what are these superpowers that I'm ranting about? Your superpowers are the set of qualities and ways of being that set you apart. They are the ways you do things when you're at your best, serving at the top of your game, working with the people that you're really best at working with. And they don't come from your training or your credentials. Those things really help you do your best work, but they're not your superpowers. Your superpowers come from the experiences you've had, the things you've overcome in your life, your identities, your personality, your way of seeing the world. These superpowers are what make you the best person to serve certain people. And this isn't about being better. It's not about competition. It's about being different. As Sally Hogshead has said, different is better than better. I totally agree with that. And it's also easier. Okay, so what happens if you decide not to do this superpower work and not tap into these superpowers? I think you're going to burn out. I'll give you one example, even though I could just go on all day and day, but this is a minisode, so I'll stick to one for now. Bianca Hughes is a wonderful therapist in Atlanta, Georgia. When we started working together, she felt like it was a struggle to write regularly, as so many people feel. And she had heard that she was supposed to be blogging every week. And she's a good writer. But writing, at least writing regularly, wasn't a superpower for her. And why am I saying that? Because she wasn't liking it. And whenever she created videos, on the other hand, it was really easy for her. She wanted to create videos. That's how she wanted to deliver her valuable content. Her personality and message really jump off the screen in her videos. So during the Superpower program, she decided to embrace that and build her content marketing around video. And she's been more and more visible. And if you haven't already heard of her now, you're going to start noticing her everywhere. Now, maybe you're the opposite. Maybe you hate the idea of video. And even after you give it a chance and get comfortable with it, you still might find that for you, video does not belong in your weekly marketing plan. And that's fine. That's why this is about tailoring your business to your superpowers. And a side note here, you'll notice I'm not just saying do what's most comfortable. I do want you to push your boundaries and try new things, give them a chance. And being uncomfortable is really a big part of growing your business. But it's not about staying uncomfortable or not liking what you're doing over time. Okay, back on track. So how do you discover these superpowers? So first of all, you probably already have a couple of ideas of what some of your superpowers are. This is a process of going deeper in discovery. It's an iterative process, so it's not a one and done. And I'll give you one method I include in the Superpower Method program to do this. Ask yourself, what is too much about me? What have I been told over and over again? Maybe when I was younger, maybe it still happens. What have I been told is too much about me? Am I too sensitive? Am I too bossy? Am I too loud? Too analytical? Too opinionated? Too introverted? Too nerdy? I promise you that on the other side of that is a superpower. So begin feeling into what that superpower might be and explore what would happen if you embraced it. So that is just to get you started on the path of embracing your superpowers. If you want to go deeper and build your whole business around these superpowers, one thing you can do is work with me. I'm here to help visionary entrepreneurs create really awesome businesses. So one way to do that is through the Superpower Method for Therapists program. I have a 3-day intensive coming up on August 24th, 25th, and 26th in Berkeley, California. And as I'm recording this, we've got spots. This isn't the last chance to do the Superpower Method with me, but I don't know whether I'll be doing this in such a small group or in person again. It was just something I really felt moved to do this time. So if a small group in person is your jam, this might be the right time. I will see you next week when I will be ranting about deciding what services to offer in your business. And if you do want to check out that Superpower Intensive, go over to coachingwithannie.com/intensive, and you can learn more and apply there. All right, I'll see you next week.